All right, so I'm gonna finish that row, then I'll bring you guys back. We're also doing a scarfable test, as Bag O'Day Crystal would say, and it doesn't hurt, it doesn't feel weird, and I am using, once again, the recommended hook size is an I, and I'm using an H, so I'm going down one hook, and it doesn't feel, I will say, if you do like press it really, really hard, you can feel it, and it doesn't scratch, but you can feel that there's definitely like pieces of plastic or metal, whatever this is, in it. So I wouldn't recommend using anything smaller than an H hook, just because the more you scrunch up that sparkle material, it's more rough, and it does have a teensy, it's not a scratch, you're not getting scratched because there's no marks on me from it, but it does feel rough if you use anything smaller. So I think I'm glad that I only went down one hook size, because then otherwise I think it'd be too weird on your skin. But it feels nice. No itchiness, nothing like that. I mean, it is a little itchy there if you squeeze it, but it's not going to be squeezing your skin. I was swatching ahead, and I decided I want to repeat this first row here, up here. So what I'm going to do is do 2 rows of half double crochet. And then I'm alternating the colors. Instead of it being green, it's gonna be brown dripping down. So what you need to do is you need to do 2 rows of half double crochet, and then on the third one, when you switch the color to brown, is where you do the triple and the double. You see that? Every single row in the stitch of the bead stitch gets 1 half double crochet. Even in this big one, it's not 2, remember, it's 1. You already did this before in the below, so you're just repeating steps. So I'm speaking to you in the future because I already did this. It wasn't 2 rows, it's actually 4. And the reason for that, and the reason why we also have 2 rows of every color alternating here, is so that way we keep all of our yarn on one side and it's easier to hide the ends. Sorry, excuse me. So yeah, I know I said 2, I meant 4, because I realized with 2, there's no place where you can attach the stitch to this bead. So you need this first stitch here to be able to make the alternating things, and also it's going to look bigger now, so I don't mind. It's a bigger version of what we have down there. An easy way you can tell if you're going straight in terms of the stitch that you're supposed to go with, there should be 2 in between each one. So see, 1 2 1 2 1 2, bam. Okay, so just thought I'd point that out for you guys. All right, and once you finish this row, go ahead and turn your work and do 1 row of half double crochet in that same color to bring it back on the other side where all your yarns are. So the idea that I have here, and I think I'm going to finish it with this, I'm going to do front post, single crochet. And what that will do is it'll push the stitch forward, giving you a fake knitted stitch. That should be a good width for the cowl. And then we'll work on the end part, which is where we will connect together. I have an idea for that, so because I do want it to be a little bit longer. So yeah, so far so good, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and I'll bring you guys right back. I'm about to finish this row, so go ahead and finish it with half double crochet. Okay, and then after, when you turn it over, and you know how you have your when you have these parts, when you have this part of the stitch here, I don't know what they are, loops, I guess. What you're gonna do is single crochet, just go ahead, you're gonna see 2 loops, here. And what you're gonna wanna do is work under here on this bottom one, go under it, yarn over. You should have 2, pull through. Okay, you just go ahead and do that to the other ones. Okay, hopefully I'm not moving too much. I can't see and record at the same time. Okay, yarn over, pull through. Yarn over, pull pull through. Cool, we got it. Yarn over. Oh my god, I'm looking through the camera. It's so hard, it's like 3D. Yarn over, pull through. To see that texture? Beautiful. So that's what you want to end with, and what I'm gonna do on the sides is exactly the same. So we're gonna since we're ending on the side where all of our string is, that is where you're gonna hide it now. Okay, so this is a ball update. We still have plenty of yarn. So this is the whole cowl that we have right now, which is a decent size right now. We still have this much. So okay, before I forget, since we're using the green, go ahead and cut your brown and make a quick knot so that way you can hide it in the double crochet as you're working your way down. Okay, so I like to show you guys all the good and the bad of doing stuff like this, improvising. So what I discovered is I made it to, so I closed it off already and I gave it a twist, but it's too long. So the twist is losing the volume of the scarf. I mean, it looks fine like this and you could wear it like this, but I want it a little bit more up here so that way it can actually do its job, which is to stop the wind. Although if you play around with it, look, you can definitely get some designs from that. Look at that. You can get an over the shoulder little shawl thing going on. Look at that. What I'm going to do is actually get rid of this hole. I'm going to keep the basket weave stitch, but I'm taking away all of the collar ribbing that I added, and I'm just leaving the two front posts, the ribbing here. So let's do a little frogging test since we have to undo some of this. Let's see if this yarn will split or anything. All right, so I frogged it. I'm back to the single crochet front posts, and I'm just gonna go ahead and start with my brown, the topaz, and start just a couple, again, so 4 rows. Actually, I'm gonna change it to 3. So basket weave of 3 stitches tall, twice, and that's it. Bringing you guys back, so I am improvising on the spot. So when you go back and frog to the front post, just go ahead and use that. You should have a half double crochet left over, so I didn't even add another one. I just literally started on there, and I am switching every 2 rows because that is where the yarn is on one side, so you have to go back. So yeah, every 2 rows just alternate, and I like it. I like how the colors are interspersing with each other. It's gonna disguise or blend in once you do the twist on the cowl. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and finish this, and that's it, and that's all we're gonna do. Okay guys, so I'm gonna explain to you how you fold this over, okay? So if we have the right side on our right side, so where we did the basket weave, okay? You're gonna go ahead, wrap, and connect here. You're gonna connect it all the way through, grabbing the top, move it across to your left, and see how you create this nice curved angle. You're going to go ahead and stitch all 3 now together, slip stitch them, and you will be done. Okay, so go ahead and do that. So one more time, let's do this. So you have it open, you're going to put it on, close, no twisting, nothing at all, line it up, and just place it on the edge to your left. All right, so that's what it's gonna look like. Now I'm just gonna close it all the way up going along, okay? So go ahead and do that, and I'll see you guys back. All right, moment of truth, you guys. I believe we did it, so. Okay. Confusing part is figuring out how to put it on. Oh, guys, look at that. Beautiful. The shape is exactly what I wanted. Look at that. And I just assumed that this was how you do it. This is the first time I'm actually trying this design in which you pull it over. And I didn't know it actually was done like this. But check this out, guys. This is exactly what I wanted it to swoop around the neck. You can see, and it shows off all of the beautiful stitches here. And the connector part is you're distracted by all of this heavy texture. So, ooh, guys, this came out really, really good. What do you think? Sparkle, sparkle. Do you see that sparkle? Look at that. Look at that, guys. This is such a beautiful design. I'm very, very happy with how this turned out. Just, you know, I think what I might do is add some buttons somewhere, but for right now you could literally wear it like this. And I am very, very happy with the shape. Doesn't feel awkward, does not feel too bulky or anything. So let me know in the comments down below. What do you think? And if you follow the directions, hopefully you came to this. See what it looks like in formal wear. Your neck like that. You have plenty of coverage. Look at that. Ooh, so much texture. We'll hide that little yarn in a bit. Beautiful, 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 guys. Look at that. What do you guys think? So much texture. All right, so final notes. We have this much left over. So there is leeway within 2 skeins of date night to make this bigger for bigger sizes. So, and I'm 5'3" and I'm not that, my neck isn't that wide. So this is a pretty, I would consider this a small. So you can definitely make a medium and a large using 2 skeins. And like I said, everything, all the dimensions are to your preference on how tight you want it. Some people don't like their cowls tight. So measure your neck or measure in the beginning, however you want. But I believe I told you how much this one was. And just a quick note, because you will think that you're shrinking, there is a decrease of stitches when you add the half double crochets to the bead stitch, because you're actually skipping. Technically you skip 2 stitches here, but you're only putting 1 there. So just keep that in mind. It will, that's the point of this, is that it needs to decrease when it goes up, or else this illusion of going across the chest won't be achieved. So that has to happen. Just keep that in mind. And yeah, it's not scratchy, guys. Like the only thing I will say, I am wearing a chain. So if you do wear jewelry, it will get snagged. It's already gotten snagged twice as I'm wearing and taking this off and testing out the length of it. So that is the only thing. If you wear a lot of jewelry around your neck, if you have a collar, so like a sweater underneath, just put it over your jewelry and you should be fine. But just keep that in mind that it will get snagged in your jewelry. Other than that, it's nice and doesn't feel scratchy. It feels, I mean, as soft as it could be, because it has that shiny material in it. Nothing is poking me or anything, and yeah, there's definitely enough breathability in this. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and I will see you guys in the next one. Let me know in the comments down below what other yarns would you like me to do for October, November, for the fall season. But this definitely is screaming transition to winter vibes. Like, you know, you have the earth tones and the pine green. So I'm very, very happy. Just 2 skeins of Lion Brand date nights. You can find it in the link down below.